And here it is, you all. We're talking about this hot off of the presses new release eyeshadow palette from Natasha Denona. This is the new tan palette. As soon as I saw the pictures for this one, I knew I was gonna need it. As soon as I saw it was available online across everywhere, all retailers and things, I went ahead and added to cart, and here it is. As you can see, I have nothing on my eyes today because we're going to play in the palette because that's what you really want to see. Here it is. Very excited, and we're going to go ahead and address, does it look like other palettes that I have in my collection that are similar in family? We'll determine if this palette is redundant or not. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. DeSantaMaria here. Yes, eyeshadow palette demo time. This is the palette. Yes, the tan palette, as you all can see in its true glory. Oh, get into it. This to me, on my complexion, is a everyday neutral palette. That is what this is. I like the fact that it's truly a neutral palette and it's not overly warm, it's not overly orange, not overly red. Just FYI for context, the bronze palette that came out from Natasha Denona years ago, I owned that palette and I ended up giving it away because it was just way too orange for me. I couldn't do nothing with it. I couldn't work with it. So this tan palette, this one speaks to me. But I got ahead of myself. Lipstick of the day today is nothing right now. It's just Carmex. My Carmex Daily Wear in cherry flavor. Love that. Super moisturizing, and it has SPF too. But we do have a fragrance of the day, you all. And fragrance of the day is this right here from YSL. This is Libre Vanille Couture. This was a limited edition release for holiday 2025. So glad I got my hands on this because it was available at first everywhere, then it disappeared. But most importantly, this is some good juice. It has a vanilla caviar note and a rum note in here. Of course, with the classic Libre DNA. I love this and I feel like wearing it today. So yeah, I have on YSL Libre Vanille Couture as the fragrance of the day. And the bottle's pretty too. Now let's do some eyeshadow, and we're gonna go ahead and prep our eyes with the MAC Prep and Prime 24-hour Extend Eye Base. This is the only eyeshadow primer I use. I don't care what formula I'm using, matte shimmer, pigments, I'm wearing this eyeshadow base. A little bit goes a very long way. I just put some on a concealer brush, a flat concealer brush, and I put it on my lids. And as you can see, it is clear. Let's zoom in some more. I think that's a little bit better so y'all can really see what we're doing since we're doing eyes today. Now to put some on the other eye. Why do we use eyeshadow primer? Good question. This gives your eyeshadow something to stick to. Also, it fills in the lines on our eyes because yes, we do have lines on our eyes, y'all. And we get more of them as we age. So it provides a smoother, tackier base for the eyeshadow. I'm gonna go in with a fluffy blending brush for this crease. This is a Sigma Beauty Tapered Blending E40 brush. By the way, every single thing I use on my face and products, brushes, all that will be down in the description box below, linked and or tagged. You'll see the little squares. Everything will be down there. You don't have to worry. So let's start out with, I'm gonna go in with Sandal up here in the corner. Because for me, Sandal is like a my skin tone but better shade, and those make the best eyeshadow crease shades to me. I love the names. All of them are truly giving beach and vacation. Sandal though, I like it because again, it truly has like a neutral brown color going for me. And that's what I like. Because I have a neutral undertone, you all, concerning foundations and everything like that. So this palette really spoke to me because it's for the neutral girls. Neutral girls with tan skin and slightly deeper. I gotta say that. All right, we have Sandal in the crease. Now we're gonna deepen it some more. I'm gonna go in with Glide right here in the corner, using that same fluffy brush. By the way, these mattes are very buttery. Truly buttery. I really like Glide. It's really smooth. Now actually Glide might be a satin the more I look at this color, because there's a very subtle sheen to it. Now I'm really looking at this. I've used it before, but I've never filmed in it. Filming meaning in front of my studio lights, so of course I can really see like everything. And of course, doing your makeup in regular lighting versus studio lights is going to be a different situation. You can just like really see everything. But alright, we have Glide to further build out our eye. I like where we're headed here. Now, I'm ready to do some shimmer on this lid, y'all. I really am. Let's see, what do we want to do? I kind of want to go in with Toasted. I do. Toasted right there. It's kind of a brown with a warm undertone, which, okay, Toasted, I like it. I feel like I've been laying out in the beach all day. Yeah, it's really subtle. I like that. Okay, I've never played in this color. I really like that. This is a good everyday. I like this. Now this is also more of a satin finish. So subtle shimmer. Again, this is a neutral everyday palette on my skin tone. And as y'all can see, that is what this palette is giving. And I'm okay with it. Okay, we have a very subtle natural eye going here. I kind of want to add a little shimmer to it, just for a little pizzazz. So you know what? I'm going to go in and add this color Celeste right here on top, just to give it some more drama. Yeah, I need a little bit going on for my personal taste. So Celeste, we're going to put it in the center lid. Yeah. Okay, yeah, that's giving me more. Okay. Yeah, Celeste is more metallic shimmer. Yeah, okay, I'm really liking what's happening here. This is cute. It's giving me more. Yeah, it's giving us more. What do we think? Let me know in the comments. And this palette and how Natasha Denona does her shadows, they're meant to be layered on top of each other. And move my mirror out the way so you all can see what I am doing. Just again, putting Celeste on the lid because it's more shimmery and giving me more drama. Okay, I like what we're doing here. I do. Now for the outer V. For the outer V, I'm gonna go in with the darkest color in the palette, and that is Dip right here. Because we're gonna keep this thing simple but effective. And I'm using a MAC 217 blending brush, by the way, tried and true. I own multiple of this style of brush. If you've been watching me for years, you already know that. It defines a crease, especially when you're dealing with deeper colors and you don't want the color to overtake the look, because then you just start looking like a panda, and we don't want to do that. Yeah, I really like what happened there. That's pretty. This is pretty. All right, now for the other side. Always put a little bit down on the bottom line too. Okay, making sure we're looking even here. All right. I need a little bit more drama on the left hand side, just a little. All right, and we have an eye. So pretty much that's how I do my eyeshadow. It's pretty much how I do most of my eyeshadow looks. But of course I wanted to use my new tan palette. And this palette is very much, again, for my complexion, an everyday natural neutral looking palette with shimmer. And this is pretty. I'm gonna go ahead and apply eyeliner and mascara off camera, and then we'll get into the comparison with the other palettes and my final thoughts on the tan palette. And this is the eye look I created with the tan palette. Of course I added the eyeliner and the mascara so you can truly see how an eye look will look complete, you know, because that's how we really wear makeup here with the full situation. So that is the tan palette. Again, very easy reach palette for me, an everyday natural looking palette on my complexion. And now to address the other elephant in the room, which is, does it look like other palettes from Natasha Denona? I have two of them that tend to come up in this conversation, and of course I'm going to weigh in on that. Now we can zoom out. So first off, you all, a lot of people have said it looks like this one right here, the Natasha Denona Glam Palette. And for context, by the way, the Glam Palette is my favorite Natasha Denona palette. I've been reaching for this thing non-stop since I picked it up during the holidays. And here is the Glam Palette, as the name suggests. This one is on the cooler side. This one looks more high glam. It's also neutral and kind of smoky-esque. To me, this one is great for special occasions. That's like normally what I think of because of the type of shimmers that are in here. You can create more smoky shimmering effects with this palette, in my opinion. Most importantly, the main reason we're talking about it is, does it look like the tan palette that people say it looks like? And I'm like, absolutely not, because I'm gonna hold them up side by side so you can see what I'm talking about. Here are the palettes. They are different. They are actually different because I'm looking at both of them. Because looking at them side by side in real time, the tan palette looks warmer for sure. It looks more brown based. And again, the Glam palette, looking at it in real time, more silvery, more cooler tone situation, cooler neutral in here. And whereas the tan is more neutral brown. So no, they are not the same palette. I want to say that right now. So I'm going to go ahead and debunk that myth that's going on. They are different. Next up, the other palette that comes up in comparison is this one right here, the Natasha Denona Gold palette. And this is one, I have it. I don't reach for it as much because I have to be in more of a yellow gold type of mood. And for reference, so you can see, it is a golden yellow base type of palette, in my opinion. It definitely has a time and place. I will reach for it more so in the summertime because that's when I wear more gold things, more gold accessories, that type of thing. But again, let's hold them up side by side so you can see them in real time together. Here we go again. We have the tan palette right here. And then we have the golden palette right here, side by side. In theory, you want to say they look the same, but no, they are different. Most importantly, when you actually swatch these things on skin, there is a difference. The gold palette, again, pulls more yellow gold for sure. Not the same type of brown. Also, the brown shades and the shimmer shades in here are lighter than what's in the tan palette. So, again, they are different enough to own them both, in my opinion. And for context, I have purchased these myself. I am not on the PR list. So this is truly my opinions as a makeup lover and as a makeup buyer myself. And the last palette that was mentioned to me concerning being similar to it, this is one that is my OG For's neutral brown palette and one I do reach for a lot. You can see it. This is from Juvia's Place and this is the Coffee Shop palette. Tried and true. Travel with this thing, you name it. So this one I was like, huh. And here it is. This is the Coffee Shop palette. And by the way, very affordable. You can also get it on sale with the Ulta coupon too. So I gotta give some points to that too. And by the way, this is just a solid palette. Again, I love it. Most importantly, back on topic, does it look like the tan palette from Natasha Denona? And as I'm sitting here looking at these two, they're different. They're different. I'm gonna tell you right now, the main thing I will say is that the Coffee Shop palette has darker shades in here. I can truly create a dark smoky brown eye with this palette. I can also do a shimmery one as well and a warm based one. So as you can see, it's more going on in the Coffee Shop palette. Now back to the newness, which is the tan palette. I'm gonna hold them up side by side like I did the others, so y'all can see. They're different. They are different enough to own them both. So as you all can see, the palettes are different. Now, in a nutshell, I know somebody's probably asked me, okay, so you have these palettes. Do you feel like you need the tan palette? Is it like an absolute yes, game changer? Do I need it? Is it groundbreaking? No, it is not. But is it a palette I'm gonna absolutely reach for? Yes. For me, because this is more of a neutral brown that's still appropriate for the summertime and great for my skin tone, yes. I've been looking for a palette that's like this. The undertone of this palette is very unique, it's very different, and most importantly, you have that Natasha Denona formula, that buttery blend. I love that, and to me, it's absolutely worth it. That's why I picked it up. I had to get it. So alright everyone, that wraps up my thoughts on the new Natasha Denona tan palette. This will be my go-to summer palette for sure. Plus, one thing I will say about these palettes, they travel very well. I just got back from a trip and I packed some of my other Natasha Denona palettes and I had no issues with them, no breakage, none of that. So I will be doing the same for upcoming travel with my tan palette and I'm excited to wear it this summer. Let me know what you think. Have you seen this palette? Do you own this palette? Do you love it? Do you hate it? Do you know how to use it? Let me know your thoughts about it in the comment section below. And yeah, I will catch you on the next video. Bye, Elf.